Hey everybody, it's Jason Blahai here. Now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And I have had a lot of people ask me to jump on the bandwagon here to attack Kenny KO over these Photoshop photos. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. Alright guys, you know, I'm just going to be real honest here. There's a lot of corruption and bad business practices in this industry. Horrifically bad business practices in this industry. People ripping people off, false advertising, way overcharging for the value of products, whether it's a workout program or an ebook. I mean, $50 and $80 ebooks that are probably worth $3, $5 tops. Useless supplements, all this other stuff, all this fakery, claims to be natty and everything else that's here. And yeah, I have a long history of calling this stuff out. And there's a newcomer on the scene who's kind of blown up, and that's Kenny KO. And he's got involved in a fiasco where a bunch of people are saying, aha, well, we caught you. A bunch of people are calling him out on some apparently Photoshop photos. And here's my take on it. I'm sorry guys, there's way more corrupt stuff going on in this industry. I'm not going to say there aren't some minor things that I might have with Kenny KO. But in this case, let's talk about this. Is he selling supplements? I don't think he is, not to my knowledge. We'll deal with the enhanced athlete thing in a minute. Is he claiming natty? No, I don't think so. Not claiming natty. He's admitting to all these SARMs and everything. That's not natty. He's charging people for workout programs that are garbage with a bunch of fluff. He's charging people for workout programs and then filling in a bunch of nonsense in there. One arm and one leg movements, cables, machines, bro splits. No, he's not doing any of that. Again, he's not pimping supplements. Not claiming natty. There's a lot of guys out here who are claiming natty who we know aren't, who are now selling ebooks. Plenty of those guys. He's not doing that stuff. You know, and that's the thing. You know, that's one of the things a lot of people have jumped up and defended me, you know, against all these people who call me out. They're like, wait a minute, why are you guys attacking Jason over this stuff that you perceive as this? There's all these people who are really hurting people. There are people who are really ripping people off, and you're concerned over these, whatever things you think he's done that's so minor in comparison. Why aren't you attacking these people? And here's what I would say. The same thing certain people say to defend me, I could say about Kenny KO. Why are people attacking him with all this other corruption going on? I'm sorry, the stuff he's doing is relatively minor. Any of the stuff that he's doing wrong or might be a little deceitful or whatever is so small in comparison to the con artists in this industry that I can't bring myself to call the guy out. I just can't. I might not like everything he does. I poked a little fun at him. But at the end of the day, is he really hurting anybody? Is he really doing anything bad that I can see? Not really. So he may or may not have done some Photoshop, which may have been a lie. Now he's claiming that it was a social experiment he did and all these people are calling him out over it. You know what? It might have been a lie. It may have been a social experiment that he got involved with Louis Marco with ahead of time. There might be a lie there. There might be a lie there. There might not. It might have been a legitimate social experiment. I don't know, with all the BS from both sides that I've heard, that we're going to get to the truth of that. But if he did, so what? It's the difference between white lies and harmful lies. Lies that actually steal money from people. Lies that hurt people. It's a big difference here, guys. I really don't care. I don't care because that's not corruption in the industry. He didn't use those photos to try to sell 7 different products. To sell you a special post-workout myostatin inhibitor testosterone booster made from swamp algae. Not trying to sell you a $50 ebook teaching you the specific way that he did a curl to get the peak in his bicep with a cable twisting it a certain way. And charge you $50 for it. He's not doing this stuff. Not doing this stuff. How am I going to hate on the guy for that? I might not like everything he does, but I don't have a reason to hate the guy, right? Now, people accuse me of being a hater, and that's true. I am a hater. I hate these con men. I really do. I hate these people who are ripping people off, and I legitimately admit that. I'm a hater. They deserve it. He may have told some lies here. He may have had some mild deceptions, but he's not stealing with it. He's not reaching in and taking money out of people's pockets with it. And that's a big difference there. There's a difference between being an entertainer and a little bit of stuff that gets done online to draw traffic to you and be an entertainer, a comedian, whatever you want to be on here, versus actually frauding people, committing fraud and defrauding people of their money. There's a big difference there, guys. A hell of a lot of difference. We all do a bit of stuff for entertainment. We all do even a bit of stuff for trolling sometimes. It's just part of being a YouTuber. It's part of being an online entertainer, an online personality. It's not ripping people off. Now, do I have a little bit of a problem with Enhanced Athlete? Yeah, two problems. Number one, overpriced. SARMs work, guys. The research is there. They actually do what they're supposed to do. The safety is still, some of it's a question of long-term studies. They're a lot safer than a lot of alternatives. A hell of a lot safer than most anabolics, aren't they? And some of these products have long-term clinical trials that are shown to be relatively safe. Is that 100% guarantee? But no, that's buyer beware, isn't it? They're overpriced. Enhanced Athlete overcharges for them. All these SARM distributors are way overcharging you guys for what these products are. Same way the supplement companies do. That $50 bottle of SARMs you're buying might have cost them $10 to manufacture. So my biggest complaint to them, okay, they might be overcharging for a product. He's offering a discount code, significant discount code for an overpriced product that people were probably going to buy anyways. All right. I don't see that as the big deal when it's something that actually does work. I mean, are we going to deny the research on human trials that have shown muscle growth with this stuff done by big pharma, not supplement companies, but big pharma who are trying to make drugs for doctors later to use stuff for real medical reasons? You know, a little bit different. They actually have to do real studies. Supplement companies don't have to do real studies to put a product out. It's not required. And if their stuff works, it gets outlawed anyways. So supplements, by their definition, can't work. They can't be proven to work because if they are, they will be pulled off the shelf. See how that works? So in other words, supplement companies have a financial interest in selling you products that can't work. That will never work. It's in their best interest to only make products that don't work. SARMs and things like that are made by pharmaceutical companies who have a vested interest in making stuff that actually works. And then these guys are taking the research kits from them and kicking them out while they're in a gray legal status where it's not illegal for them to distribute them yet. But they actually work. So it's not like it's false advertising here. There's pretty good human clinical trials on a number of these substances. They grow muscle. They burn body fat. They improve bone density. Or they actually work, they're just overcharging for them. My only real issue with Enhanced Athlete was the DNP. I've got a big problem with that guy selling DNP. I think it makes him a scumbag. Makes him a scumbag. Selling DNP to kids is right up there with selling heroin to kids as far as I'm concerned. I don't see a big difference. So no, I don't like the guy because of that. But, you know, minor point, I don't know, is Kenny KO promoting DNP? I don't know if he is or not. If he is, then maybe I've got a problem with him. If he's not, I really don't. I don't see the problem. You know, that's the other thing. I look at the people who are calling Kenny out. Some of the people who are calling this guy out, I know for a fact are low-life scumbag pieces of trash. Trying to see a perspective here. I know these guys are involved in cons. They're involved in the whole con game of the industry, and they're scumbags. A bunch of the guys who are calling him out. So am I supposed to look at that and jump on a bandwagon with these guys? Is that what people want? I should join forces with these people who are legitimate con men to call a guy out over some Photoshop? when these guys are making a lot of their money selling garbage products that don't work, and they're actually stealing from people. It's all because all these guys are calling him out. I'm supposed to jump on the bandwagon with a bunch of scumbags and call out a guy who's doing less bad than they are? I don't think so. I don't think so. So at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people are like, man, you need to jump in on him for this Photoshop stuff. You guys really care about some photo? You guys really care about appearance that much? I mean, come on. If you guys are that worried about the aesthetics thing, you already know how I feel about that. You guys are going to worry about some fake aesthetics. I don't know, is that any different than all the guys who are maybe taking real photos, but they're using tons of trend while claiming natural? You tell me which one's worse. And then charge you for an ebook for it? Oh no, he put out a couple Photoshop pictures while claiming Natty and using a gram of Tren a week and 4 units of growth hormone every day is worse than Photoshop. Especially when you're selling products based around it that don't actually work. Yeah. And hasn't he already admitted it was photoshopped? Now, whether he was honest or not about why it was, maybe not, I don't know. And I don't really care. And I really don't care to bash on the guy. Maybe he'll do some stuff later that I need to attack or I need to bash on or I need to hate on. But right now, I really don't see it. Unless you guys are seeing something that I don't. So no, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon and I'm not jumping all over this guy just because a bunch of scumbag pieces of crap who are conmen themselves are calling him out. I'm sorry, I need a better reason than that to do it. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative and I will talk to you guys next time.